Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So it's me again, Yusril. Today I will give you some suggestions to teach reading to your students. Okay, so by these strategies, we will know how to reach the level of a highly effective readers. Okay, so uh, the strategy is called by the 7 strategies of highly effective readers. So from the name we can already conclude that by using these strategies, hopefully this will bring you into a level of highly effective readers. Okay, so let's directly go to the explanation. First of all, we need to know that to improve students' reading comprehension, teachers should introduce the 7 cognitive strategies of effective readers. Those 7 cognitive strategies are activating, inferring, monitoring and clarifying, questioning, searching and selecting, summarizing, and visualizing and organizing. Okay, so this video will explain to you the step one by one and what should we do for each of the cognitive strategies for the 8 states that I have mentioned before. Okay, so let's directly go to the exercise. So first of all, we need to know that if the struggling readers in your content classroom routinely miss the point when reading content text, consider teaching them one or more of the 7 cognitive strategies of highly effective readers. So cognitive strategies are the mental processes used by skilled readers to extract and construct meaning from text and to create knowledge structures in long-term memory. So when these strategies are correctly taught to and modeled for struggling readers, their comprehension and retention will be improved, slightly but sure. And we also know that struggling students often mistakenly believe they are reading when they are actually engaged in what researchers call mindless reading. That's it. So we know that probably we thought that we are reading, but actually it is a phenomenon that called by researchers as a mindless reading. Okay, so the opposite of mindless reading is the processing of text by highly effective readers. And these strategies are described in a fascinating qualitative study that asked expert readers to think aloud regarding what was happening in their minds while they were reading. And the length scripts recording these spoken thoughts are called verbal protocols, and those protocols were categorized and analyzed by researchers to answer specific questions such as what is the influence of prior knowledge on expert readers' strategies as they determine the main idea of a text. So let's directly go to the 7 steps of these cognitive reading strategies. Okay, so the first strategy is that activating. Activating means priming the cognitive pump. Okay, so in order to recall relevant prior knowledge and experiences from long-term memory in order to extract and construct meaning from text, we need to activate those prior knowledge that we have already got in our mind. So before we read or while we read, we need to activate those prior knowledge first. Okay, and this is called activating. First strategy, activating. And then the second is that inferring. Inferring means kind of bringing together what is spoken in the text and what is unspoken in the text. It means that what is written and what is unwritten, and what is already known by the reader in order to extract and construct meaning from the text. That is the inferring. Okay, and next strategy our next stage is that monitoring and clarifying. So at this stage is thinking about how and what one is reading, both during and after the act of reading, for purposes of determining if one is comprehending the text combined with the ability to clarify and fix up any mix-ups. That is the strategy of monitoring and clarifying. And after we achieve these strategies, we can go to the next strategies, which is questioning. So questioning, like what we have already known, questioning is kind of engaging in learning dialogues with text or with the others, with peers and teachers through self-questionings or question generation and something others like, how to say, question answering, like from the reading text we got. Okay. So after we achieve this strategy, after we pass this strategy of questioning, now we move to the next strategy, which is searching selecting. So searching selecting is a variety of sources in order to select appropriate information to answer questions, define words and terms, clarify misunderstandings, solve problems, and so on and so forth, or even gather information. That's why we call this as searching and selecting. Okay, and the next, this is actually by using this strategy, if you have achieved the 6 strategies, actually it is enough. Okay, so it is enough until the 6 strategies, but it will be perfectly complete if you can achieve the 7 strategies also. So the 6 strategies that we can consider that it is enough is that summarizing. Summarizing is restating, or we summarize the meaning of text in one's own words. Remember, the key term here is in one's own words. So it is a different words from those used in the original text. That is what makes someone become a highly effective readers, summarizing using our own words. Okay, so the next, what makes this strategy perfect is that visualizing and organizing. So visualizing organizing is constructing a mental image or graphic organizer for the purpose of extracting and constructing meaning from the text. So those are the 7 strategies. So the strategies, like we have already known, it is subsequent. So it is subsequently in order. So after we reach this first strategy, we can go to second strategy. After we reach and achieve the second strategy, we can go to next until we achieve the 6th strategy. It is enough, but if you want to be perfectly complete these strategies, go to the 7 strategies. So let's summarize it again. The 7 strategies are activating, inferring, monitoring, clarifying, questioning, searching, selecting, and summarizing and visualizing. Okay, so that's are the strategies for you guys who want to be a highly effective readers. So you can use these strategies, and if you apply this to the time when you are reading, hopefully you will be those who are categorized as highly effective readers. Cool, right? Okay, so just try it on your own and let me know the results. Okay, thank you, that's all from me. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.